It is currently Sunday. My husband and I are getting ready to go to the gym, and as my shirt would indicate, on Sundays, we meal prep and chill. Right now on our way to the gym. I haven't meal prepped yet, but today I'm going to be doing a vlog on how I meal prep during the day and what I eat during the week. My husband. What's up, Nick?
Hey.
So, going a little bit on the fly here. It took me a while to start this video because I'm like, I don't know what to talk about, but just gonna give it a go. So we're gonna head to the grocery store in a little bit. I haven't yet picked out my meals for what I want to eat this week, but I'm going to do like a quick outline while I'm working out today. Today is back day. I usually log everything into my fitness pal ahead of time, and then I'm pretty specific. I eat the same thing every day, so it's easier for me to meal prep everything in bulk. Pretty much it. I'll do a quick little recap of how I'm cooking everything later, and then a whole post on what I eat in a day. So yeah, talk to you guys soon. Why do you have all those boxes?
Because I'm taking them out for recycling.
What was in the large boxes?
Shotgun.
You bought a shotgun?
I bought a shotgun.
Was it fun?
That was a lot of fun. I'm a little sore, but...
Are you bruised?
Yeah, I got a bruise right there.
You bruising? Yeah, it's pretty bad, isn't it?
It's a nice color.
It's good color.
Mm-hmm.
He bought a shotgun. So we just got done at the gym, and I'm all showered and ready to go. We're gonna go grocery shopping. I made my list on my fitness pal, and I will be sharing more of a how I prep my meals for breakfast, lunch, and dinner and snacks. I work a full-time job, so it's really important for me to plan ahead of time on Sundays. We are headed to the store right now, and so I'll try to get a couple of clips of what we're gonna be shopping for, and then dive further into the details of when we have everything purchased. So So we just got done at the grocery store and I wanted to get started on our how-to session for how I plan my meals during the week. I get asked a lot from my friends how I manage meal prep on Sundays for the whole week versus just cooking my dinners every single night. And as a competitor, I have to have everything tracked to a T. So not just from a competing standpoint, but also from anyone who uses If It Fits Your Macros really has a regimented schedule. There's two groups. You'd have your groups of folks who track their macros loosely and on the fly, and I'm not very good at that. So what I have found works best for me is I plan ahead of time and I track my meals. I plan them out on Saturdays and Sundays. So what I do is I have my carbs, fat, and protein content that I get from my coach from week to week, and depending on how my progress is going for prep, if I'm reverse dieting or if I'm cutting, she adjusts my numbers every week, and so I like to plan ahead of time. So Saturday nights or Sundays like today when I'm running short on time, I will pick my breakfast, my lunch, my dinner. I have a pre-workout snack and a post-workout snack, and sometimes if I'm really hungry I'll save a few extra macros for the end of the day for right before I go to bed. And if the background's moving because my husband's driving right now, so if this camera ends up going like tumbling, I will probably catch it and like this. Just like that. I need the cameras down so bad. So yeah, anyways, I typically try to plan out my meals on Sundays. Good at meal prepping quickly, so my husband can attest to this. He's more of like a plan it as he goes. Like, he loves recipes. I'm stuck at recipes just because I get bored when I'm making them, and I don't usually like following someone else's guidelines for what I think is good. I like the basics. So I'll pick a protein source, a carb source, and a vegetable. I don't typically try to plan out my fats because I love peanut butter. So peanut butter I try to get in wherever I can. I like apples and peanut butter. I like, stop laughing at me. Yes, I love peanut butter. So I will try to fit that in wherever I can, but typically my fat content's really pretty low on days where I'm lifting. So I get my fat intake from my meats, where I buy 96 for lean ground beef. The 4% does go towards my daily total. I log everything before I pick out what fat sources I want. So at the end of the day, when I look at my nutrition breakdown and I still have a little bit of fat left, then I'll add in things like peanut butter, avocado. Almonds are pretty good too. If you find you're hungry throughout the day, add in some almonds. They're great snacking food. So those are just some of my tips. Pretty much right now I'm gonna head home, and we're just getting to our apartment, so probably close this out in a minute and then continue on when we're unpacking the groceries. I have to pretty much unpack all these giant bags that we have full of food, and he's on his way to go get his haircut, so I get to be alone. I don't know why that sounds so creepy. Sorry. Vlog series is supposed to be about my prep updates. Currently I am 9 weeks out as of yesterday, and I am, gosh, I don't know, I posted about this on my Instagram, but I had kind of a weird week weight wise. My weight went up, which normally would freak me out, but just because of competing and the nature of it, I haven't taken the scale seriously and let it affect my mood or how I'm feeling in a really long time. So just a little bit about currently where I'm at with prep. I am 5'6", so that's my height. I don't know why I went like this. I'm so weird. My goal stage weight is supposed to be anywhere between 124 to 127 pounds. I haven't actually weighed that little since high school. I recommend it for anyone trying to lose weight, aim for half a pound to a pound of body weight per week, is like what I've read is normal. So for me, I'm 9 weeks out, and currently I weigh 137.6 pounds. And when I got on the scale, it freaked me out because I'm like, oh my God, that is so much weight. Like, it's on the higher end of things what I'm used to, but I mentioned in my Instagram post, it's hormones kind of affecting where I'm at a little bit, so it's not bothering me too much because I know next week, just if I keep on my macros, I really watch my sodium content this week, and if I make sure to get that cardio in this week, I'm going to try to do it in the morning so it's not as difficult for me. I tend to like to skip my cardio if I wait until after work to do it. So I'm going to make sure that's a priority this week. So for meal number 1, we're going to be doing, and this is for lunches, so this is usually, I also follow meal timing, nutrient timing. So I typically try to eat anywhere between every 2.5 to 3 hours. That's when I find I'm hungriest. So I snack throughout the day. By snack, I mean I have my meals every couple of hours. For lunches this week, right after breakfast, I usually eat around noon at work. I get an hour for lunch, and I'm going to be having, for my carb source, it's going to be 50 grams of jasmine white rice because I like the flavor. Most people, 50 grams is about a 1/4 cup dry, so when it ends up coming out cooked, it's about 2/3 cup to cook. 2/3 cooked of a cup. Wow, I'm dyslexic. Sorry. So the jasmine rice, and I'm gonna mix it up with 96% lean, 4% fat ground beef. What I'm gonna pair this with are chopped diced bell peppers. So I'll dice these up and then saute them in a pan, and I usually have a cup cooked, and I throw that all in a container, and that's my lunch. That's how I do my lunches, and that's going to be meal number 2. Meal number 3 for the week is going to be 2 ounces of baked chicken, and I've already prepared my chicken. I cooked it yesterday after I worked out, so you won't get to see me cook my chicken, but normally when I cook chicken, I throw it on a pan with some foil. I buy the chicken breast tenders. They usually come in anywhere between 2 to 4 ounces a slice, so they're pre-portioned, which I like because they're easy for me to grab on the go. So my chicken's already cooked, and I usually like to season those with Flavor God seasonings. My favorite go-to is the Flavor God Everything seasoning. I don't know if my camera's not focusing on this, but the Everything seasoning is my favorite for chicken. I've been a big fan of this lately with this and the pizza. I like pizza a lot. So it's like my go-to cheat meal. So it's going to be 2 ounces of diced chicken. I bought this the other day because I really like it. It's Trader Joe's, here we go if I can say this right, Harvest Hodgepodge 8 vegetable blend. It's got broccoli, peas, onions, bell pepper. It's delicious. I like to get a lot of veggies in this week. Just because I've been having a lot of issues with my weight, I think I'm going to try to make my meals a little bit cleaner this week going forward. So I'm trying to get a little bit more fiber from whole food sources and not just wraps. So the vegetables are going to be part of it. For pre-workout meal number, I think this is meal number 4 for the day. I usually eat meal number 4 around 5 o'clock. I'm really excited about this one this week. I try to pick meals later in the day that I know I'm going to look forward to. Otherwise, I have a tendency to skip them or change them or cheat on my macros. This is just what I found over time. I was craving pasta. I love spaghetti, and I had planned out angel hair pasta, but I did that last week and it was a pain in the butt to cook. So I'm going to be boiling up salad rotini. It's 100% whole grain, and the fiber content is awesome. The fiber content on these is about 7 grams per 3/4 cup, which is great. This is about 56 grams dry, so I will measure that out times 4 before I throw this in a pot with some water. I do 56 times 4 because that's 4 meals per week. I measure that out dry ahead of time, and then that's what I throw in the pot to cook. I don't just dump this in the box and then measure it out afterwards. It's inaccurate. So when the boxes give me measurements in dry, I measure it out dry just so that I know that it's going to be accurate. And for 56 grams dry, it's only 41 grams of carbs. So pre-workout, this is pretty good. I like it because it's whole grain, so it does take, it's versus your white pasta, this is gonna digest a lot slower than typical white pasta, so I like it before I lift. I found this, it's a low, and then I'll be tossing in with it some ground chicken. I really like the Acernos brand. I think that's how you say it, I'm not sure, but this, I buy this premium chicken brand. You can get them now at Trader Joe's, Safeway, QFC. Everyone seems to be picking up this brand. It's new. I actually haven't, until this year, I hadn't heard about it. It's 96% lean, 4% fat. This is really good in terms of ground chicken. Typically these are higher in fat content. You don't know where the bird's coming from. Fat content's only 5 grams. Protein is 22 grams per 4 ounces with no carb and low sodium. So this is a great find if you like chicken. It's good to cook up and throw on a homemade pizza. I just like it in my pasta. So that's gonna be my pre-workout meal, is 4 ounces of that with the pasta and some pasta sauce. Low fat, high carb, high protein. So now I have all the food put into the containers for the week. So this is what my meal prep typically looks like when everything is complete. You'll have your lunches packed out into 4 different containers. So with If It Fits Your Macros, again, I like to do a carb, a protein, and a vegetable source. So for both of these, you'll see for my lunches, this is gonna be my pre-workout snack right here. Pretty simple. This only took me about an hour to throw all of this together. Normally on a good week, I can get it done in less time than that, but I'm trying to do this video at the same time, just takes me a little bit of time. So my kitchen is now officially a mess. I am gonna close this vlog out here pretty soon and clean all of this up. So that concludes my full day of meal prep. So that's typically like a normal Sunday for me. It's kind of new for me right now. I'm trying to vlog all of this. Normally when I'm meal prepping, I watch a lot of Netflix on my laptop. I pick it up and watch the Law & Order SVU. It's so great. But yeah, I'm really excited to share more of these vlogs over the next 9 weeks as I lead up to the competition stage. I'm really excited to kind of go day to day and give you insight. I share a lot on my Instagram channel, Cat Marie Fit, included the link below. I share a lot on my Instagram channel about how I'm feeling from day to day. So really want to document this prep as much as possible. But if you guys have any questions or anything you want me to talk about in future videos, please comment below. I'd be happy to touch on them. So thank you so much for watching today. I had a lot of fun filming this. I will hopefully do another one of these next week, sometime throughout the week. I have no idea what it is, but I would love to do a Q&A if any of you guys have questions. So thank you so much for watching today. I had a lot of fun filming. Please like, comment, subscribe below, and I will talk to you guys soon.